almost time to step up or step out of the way. Who is going to come out on top in our second game of the CSFA week number 2 slate? It's going to be the homies over there at East Augusta University taking on Orange County State University. Blue Lobster versus Snap. I was about to say Snip Snap, but Blue Lobster versus Stallion Football in this one. I cannot wait to see how this one goes down, but you know what I gotta say. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our homies in the Discord and on the Sim League affiliate side of things. All the links will be in the description down below, so show some love to them. And outside of that, I think we're ready to go ahead and turn this one over to the gameplay. I'm going to go ahead and flip over to it in just a little bit. Just had to check a couple things, but everything else looks all good to go. I'll go ahead and show you what we're working with in regards to the verdict here, and it's going to be leaning towards East Augusta to get the victory here, but OCSU and East Augusta has some very, very hot battles in their time in the CSFA. I'm expecting nothing different here. Let's go ahead and get to the gameplay right now. I'm not going to go ahead and go through a full spiel, but East Augusta, they came out on top in their first game, and it's going to be the homies over there at East Augusta. Actually, I got my teams confused. East Augusta, they came through with the victory, and this is going to be their biggest test up to this point for the Season 4 slate. OCSU did not get the victory last week in the main event, and they're looking to change their ways against a very, very strong East Augusta team. But it looks like it's going to be the Blue Lobsters starting us off in this one, and Luca Rodriguez is going to send this one way to around the 20. Welcome to week number 2 once again. Aaron Witten taking this as far as he can past the 30. And it's going to be 1st and 10 East Augusta. Flip it to that right view here. Thank you, sir. It's going to be Falco left side. Moldy Cheese once again. He just does what he does. He's looking to get that wide receiver of the year award 2 times in a row. He's going to set up a 4 wideout set here. It's going to be Falco again under the pressure and fumbles the football, and Autonomy picks it up. OCSU already starting out with the vengeance after that big play they allowed. And here comes OCSU. Kashi under pressure throws it left side, and it looks like the tight end Aodell gets the catch. Tank Falco's watching him like a hawk though. It's going to be 2nd and 11.
Green 46. Green 40.
Pitch right side, and Eric Denry's going to get stuffed. There goes Blaze Henderson with the play. And it's going to set up a 3rd and 15 situation here for OCSU. East Augusta's always been pretty good with setting up those long positions, and it's going to have to throw it away as Kakashi. No dice there. OCSU is not going to get the job done on that drive. And they're going to look for the pin. See what Luca could do in this position. And a horrible punt that goes backwards is not going to help the cause. East Augusta's back in field position to put some points onto the board. Another big play will help their cause. 1st and 10 here. They're going to give it to Dean Schmidt for the first time, and he's going to get around 3 or so. 2nd and 7. Falco passing it again. Look at that route there by Giancarlo. He's seen the cutback moves though. That's why you update, so you can make those plays. Giancarlo gets them inside the 25, and East Augusta's looking on place to get some points, but James Schmidt is going to get hit in the backfield by Phillips. Taking it back to the 25-yard line. It's going to set up 2nd and 13. Falco passing it again. Looking right side and incomplete there. Is going to set up 3rd and 13. After a couple of offensive drives on both sides, we'll talk about the players that's on these teams. Still got some time. Falco once again right side, caught by Mahomes, and he's going to get back to the 21 to 22-yard line or so. He'll set up Ricardo Queso Quattro with the kick. Looking to put some points on the board. Kick is going to be up, and the kick is going to be too far to the left. No dice from 39, and OCSU keeps them scoreless. That's why you got to keep on updating Those ratings in the 60s are kind of unreliable. Once you get to the 70s and up, that is when you start seeing some major improvement in those attributes. 2nd and 2 here. Nice carry there by Eric Denry. Send the blitz. Doesn't get home, and it forces Kakashi to just throw that one away. And luckily for him, he wasn't throwing that when he got hit. 3rd and 2 coming up. You see right there, -1 on the day. Kakashi hasn't found his mark in the pass game. They're going to try to pitch, and Eric Denry makes one miss, fumbled the football, and Brandon Abbott picks it up for East Augusta. This defense is just too lethal right here. 1st down here coming up. And once again, it gets to those points where you cannot be giving East Augusta all these opportunities, but they're going to get stopped on that run play, 2nd and 10. Handoff, Schmidt. Going to get those yards back a little bit. A gain of 4 on that one. It's going to be 3rd down coming up. A little bit out of the range probably of Ricardo Queso de Quattro, but they're looking for the conversion. Blitz doesn't get home, and that's going to be a drop on the left side. It's going to be 4th down and 6, and they may try the field goal from here. Ricardo Queso Quattro sending it, and it's going to be a little bit to the left, and they probably did have the distance there, but just could not hook it the right way. It's going to be another stop there by OCSU. See who's going to strike blood first. Handoff. Eric Denry, a juke move, and he's going to get to around the 34-yard line. 2nd and 8. Kakashi sending this one away left side and dropped. It's going to be 3rd down coming up. A lot of the teams in the CSFA have their set of strengths, but the thing about the CSFA, just like the USFA, all of them have weaknesses. And look at Justice Frost Rumble taking in, fumbles the football, and Storm Nix takes it down to the 15-yard line. And that's going to put OCSU on the chance to get some points. Left them wide open there. It's going to be 1st and 10. Sends the blitz and wide open. Sir Lancelot, OCSU gets on the board first. And there goes that Stallion football. 2 straight plays there by OCSU. And that's going to put the points on the board. Kicker Luca is going to be no good. And those missed field goals are looking a little crazy at the current moment for East Augusta, but still plenty of time for them to get their footing into the game. They're looking to try to go 2-0. They're going to need to come back from this little deficit here in order to do so. They got the offense to make it happen. Aaron Witten taking that one to around the 33-yard line. And you've seen on that last fumble, OCSU had a chance to mess up everything that they had. Dean Schmidt takes that for about a yard or so. 2nd and 9. 5 for 4 on the day for Dean Schmidt. Falco passing it again. Looking left side, caught by Magic Mahomes. He's going to make it closer to the 40. 3rd and 3 coming up. Handoff, Schmidt, and he's going to get sniped. Once again, 4th and 2, and that's going to be OCSU coming to the forefront, giving the ball back. Queso sending this one away to around the 20. It's going to be Tomlin Juicer taking that as far as he can, past the 25 to the 26. OCSU has the lead, and they're looking to keep it. And Green is going to get a carry and is going nowhere. Tank Falco with the stop. And it's going to be 2nd and 10. So while we have Orange County State's offense on the field, let's talk about them. Eric Denry out the backfield, and he fumbled again, and that's going to be 3rd and 9. Can't be giving up those fumbles. East Augusta's looking to take advantage. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. It's going to be 3rd down and 9, but I have the offense up here right now. It's going to be Kakashi Atake at quarterback, running backs Eric Denry, Dan Green, wide receiver Sir Lancelot, Justice Frost Storm, Nix the 3rd, and Eric Denry's just going to make a nice move there to get the 1st down. What a player. And on the tight, it says Sir Lancelot, Justice Frost, Storm, Nick's at third, wide receivers. They also have Aodell there in the tight end spot. Kicker / punter, Luca Rodriguez. And that's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up here. OCSU trying to get a drive going. And it's going to be stuffed in the backfield there. Tank Falco is just having himself a solid day at the current moment. 3rd and 11. They had a long 3rd down situation last time, but they found a way to get out of it. Can they do it again is the question. Passing the left side and incomplete. Nice coverage there by East Augusta. That's going to set up 4th and 11. Luca sending this one away. It's going to be on brand mold here. Taking it past the 30 to the 32-yard line. Here comes East Augusta once again, looking to get that man Moldy Cheese a lot more involved than they have been up to this point. Going to pass out of this one. They're going to give it to him, and there goes a drop. They actually had pretty good coverage on him as well. 2nd down coming up. 4 for 7 on the day for Hank. Under pressure, hit as he throws him. Moldy Cheese makes him pay. He says he's going to take the pressure and give it to his playmakers, and that's going to give Snip Snap Gang right on the tie ball game at the current moment. The extra point coming up, and Ricardo Queso Jr. has Ricardo Queso IV has a chance to tie it up, but it's not going to happen. And we still have a new ball game up to this point. 8 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. That's what we like to see in the CSF base. Some real good gameplay. Both teams coming out with the pass. And my apologies for my apologies for the homie Justice Frost. When you fumble the football as a wide receiver, you shall not get those yardage that you get, especially if it goes out of bounds. It's kind of twofold if it goes out of bounds. Passing the left side, and that's incomplete. But how the game is set up currently, if the ball fumbles, if you fumble the ball out of bounds, whether you run the ball or receive the ball, you're not going to get those yards that you get. Say, for instance, if Herrick Denver runs to run for a 50-yard gain and he fumbles it down the sidelines, he gets hit for whatever reason, the ball goes out of bounds, he goes nowhere. That goes nothing. That's nothing. You won't get those yards because the other player either recovered it or it goes out of bounds, so there's no way to factor how many yards he had. So that's how it is right there. And actually, it's actually pretty different because if you fumble the ball and it goes out of bounds from a receiver side of things, you don't even move up the field. It actually resets you back to the actual last point that you had the ball. So that definitely needs to be cleaned up for real. But we're going to keep it moving here behind the line of scrimmage for Moldy Cheese. He's going to get hit by Tomlin Juicer. It's going to be 2nd down coming up. Well, we have the defense on the field here. It's going to be Biff Markham, Dexter Hall, Nebula Frost, and it's going to be Moldy Cheese with the catch over 2 defenders. That's crazy. But, yes, Biff Markham, Dexter Hall, Nebula Frost, the linebacker crew here. Andrew Green, Ada Montana, Tomlin Juicer, Tenzo Yamato will round out the homies at the defensive back spot, and I didn't even know what to say, man. Moldy Cheese is just too deadly in the open space. All he did was one little adjustment, made one man miss, and he's already over 150 yards on 5 catches. Queso Jr., he's going to knock this one through this time around. Now that's going to force, at the very least, OCSU to not only get the score, but also get the extra point. And Ricardo Queso, the 4th, is going to send this one away here, keeping it moving. 13-6 is the score. Lancelot going to take that one to around the 29-yard line or so. There goes OCSU back on the little bit of pressure there. But I'm going to go ahead and close this link out. We're already good with OCSU and their stats. I got to throw that one away. You've seen the pressure off the left side. And let me go ahead and bring East Augusta's offense/defense onto the forefront of things. It's just so I could get those peoples out there. Kakashi under pressure, and that pass is incomplete again. But while we have the defense on the field, let's talk about it for East Augusta. Tank Falco, Brandon Abbott, and Blaze Henderson highlight the linebacker crew. Kakashi Atake looking for a man that throws it away once again. That's just Augusta playing that stellar defense. But on the defensive backside of things, Mikey Jackson, Taro Sugimoto on brand mold, and Jalen Ramsey Jr. highlighting the secondary there for Augusta. Had that little blunder there in the beginning along with those two big plays for OCSU, but outside of that, they've been on the money, forcing fumbles, and they've been doing their job, making sure that Augusta has enough chances to get some points on the board. Faking the handoff here. Looking left side, wide open drop. Unfortunate there for Augusta. I think that was Aaron Witten on the play. But since we are talking about the offense, let's go ahead and talk about it. Hank Falco, the quarterback. And it's going to be Dean Schmidt right there. You see with the carried, it's going to be Aaron Witten, Gus Cerrone, Moldy Cheese, and Magic Mahomes as the wide receivers here. Trusty tight end Giancarlo Velasquez doing his thing as well. Tossing it deep. And in some coverage there, I think he was just a little bit too slow, along with that pass being a little too late. Gave the defense a chance to try to combat it. But Augusta is going to have to send it back to OCSU. Queso the fourth sending it past the 20 to around the 17. And Juicer will get it past the 20 again. So 1st and 10 OCSU trying to get something cooking here. Get back into this ball game. Not out the game by any means, but definitely want to get some points on the board, and Sir Lancelot's going to come down with it. JR2, JRJ, whatever you want to call it, is going to get yanked down with the face mask, and that's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here for OCSU. So far, that passing game a little suspect outside of that big play, and it's going to be A. Odell with the catch there, getting inside Augusta territory. Good job. 7 for 15 on the day. Had a lot of throwaways so far in this game, but Eric Denry's going to get that catch out the backfield, a gain of 5. Offense moving a little bit here. OCSU looking for another score before the half. Final 3 minutes here in the second. It's going to be Kakashi. They're trying to slip screen there, and the left side is open. Storm Nix at third will get inside the 30, another first down. Final 2.5 minutes in the second. Handoff, Denry sniped again. It's going to be Blaze Henderson on that side, just making it look too easy. 2nd and 13. Kashi sending this one away, right side, and dropped. And it's going to be 3rd down coming up here. Augusta plays very well in these type of situations here. Probably one of the more well-rounded secondaries in the CSFA. Under pressure, has to throw it away, got pressure up the middle. That's going to close that drive here. More than likely going to go for the field goal, but I don't think Luca has the leg to go over 45 yards or so. Going to try it and doesn't have the accuracy either. Doesn't get into the back of the end zone with that kick. And Augusta has another chance to get some points here right before half. See right there on the left side, Moldy Cheese in the slot. They're going to try him there on the play, and he's going to catch it. He's going to just take it out of bounds. Nothing wrong with that. A gain of 8 on the play. Second and 2 coming up. Falco looking for a man right side, and it's going to be Gus Cerrone skying for that one inside OCSU territory. Augusta showing flashes of what got them to 11-1 last season. It's going to be 1st and 10. Pitch right side, and that's going to be picked off, and they showed a little flashes of what happened in the national championship with Dexter Hall. Shout out to First Free coming through with the interception. That stopped that good drive there. Pass was just a little behind the receiver. Passing the left side, Sir Lancelot, the other First Free player, getting some more work in the final minute of the second. 53 seconds here. 2nd down, sends the blitz, and is not going to get the pass accurate enough to his receiver. It's going to be 3rd and 3. The defense is getting a lot stronger. You notice that it's not easy to get these points going, but looks like Biscayne is going to come through for OCSU and under pressure as well. Could have been a lot worse. It's going to be 1st and 10. 11 for 22, 69 yards. Nice. Passing it left side, no longer 69. Storm Knicks to third. Going to get that catch, and they'll call it their first timeout as they hit the 46-yard line. Kakashi sending this one left side. Caught by Lancelot again inside East Augusta territory with that play. And they're probably around another 20 to 25 yards away from some solid field position. Actually make that 25 to 30 left side and dropped. Right at the first down marker, not getting that one down. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Kashi sending this one right side wide open. Herrick Denry makes the first man miss and run and down and takes it out of bounds inside the 8. And they may have one chance for a touchdown unless they just try to settle for the field goal. Yes, they will. It's going to be Luka. They have a timeout. I'm surprised they didn't go for it, but the pass not going to happen here. 33 yards, no good, and OCSU goes down scoreless once again. 4 seconds left here. They do have Moldy Cheese once again on the field. They're going to try the left side. It's going to be a drop there, and that's going to close out half. Number 1 for this one, 13-6 is the score for East Augusta, leading the way. 10 for 17 on the day for Hank Falco, 2 TDs, 1 interception. Outside of that interception, a pretty efficient day. 14 for 26, 1 TD for Kakashi Atake, 113 yards. That's real nice there, but also had a little bit more, kind of lost it due to that fumble there by Justice Frost. Got to make sure you get that fumble up, you know what I'm saying? So, going to check to the team leaders here. Herrick Denry, no yardage here, 9 for 0. That's in 1 for 0. So technically, Orange County State has yet to get a positive yard. Well, technically they did, but they've been going backwards outside of that. You see right there, the longest is 8 and the longest is 0. So that's been how it's been going there. East Augusta's run defense has just been balling. Same thing can be said for OC State's run defense. Only 1 yard to carry there for Dean Schmidt in the second game here. Herrick Denry looking to increase that as he gets ready to go to the draft. Storm Knicks to third, 3 for 20. At the current moment, Sir Lancelot 4 for 30, got the touchdown. Herrick Denry 3 for 47, and Justice Frost had a nice play but got erased. Moldy Cheese 6 for 160, 2 TDs, averaging almost 30 yards a catch, just spectacular. Had a few drops as well. 2 for 10 for Magic Mahomes, Giancarlo Velasquez 1 for 11. And on the other side, defense. Let's go ahead and talk about Dexter Hall. Had that interception with 4 tackles. Ada Montana with 4 tackles. And that's all the user players here. Brandon Abbott with 1 tackle. I believe he had the fumble recovery too. That's why he's up there. Blaze Henderson with 4 tackles, 3 of them being for loss. Taro with 1 tackle, forced the fumble. Jalen Ramsey Jr., 1 tackle, and forced the fumble. And we'll see right there, Hank Falco leading the way with tackles on both sides by the looks of it. 6 tackles, 4 tackles for loss. On the team stats here, East Augusta doesn't have the plays, but they have the lead. So kind of similar to how they played last season in the playoffs. It kind of went that way as well. They didn't have the total plays, but when they had their opportunities, they took advantage of it. Total yards in favor of East Augusta. No sacks on either side. 3 total turnovers, but it's in favor of OC State. Is it? Yeah, in favor of OC State. And let's see here. Gonna go to the gameplay once again. At the video mark, we are at almost 24 minutes, making good time, I must say. But it's gonna be OCSU taking over for the first drive of the second half. OCSU looking to, at the very least, tie the ball game up. It's going to be Sir Lancelot taking that pass to 30. And it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here at the 33-yard line. Herrick Denry makes the first man miss, and he will get some positive yardage that one. It's going to be a gain of 2. But will we see another carry and he loses 4? That's how it's been going for this run defense here. East Augusta hasn't been playing games. Under pressure doesn't matter. And it's going to be incomplete there, 3rd and 8. $14 for 27 on the day for Kakashi. looking for a man left side and deflected there. It looked like that was on brand mold, but I could not quite tell who exactly that was. 4th and 8 coming up here. It's going to be East Augusta once again taking the field. Luca sending this one to around the 30. On brand mold, one of the better punt returners in the league. It's going to be 1st and 10. And you could go to any team in the main 4 teams that started the CSFA. This draft is going to be loaded. I said it in the last video. This draft is going to be crazy. Fumble on the play, picked up by OCSU, and Tomlin Juicer is there for the recovery. Exactly what the doctor ordered, what the doctor gave to the patient. There you go. It's going to be handoff. Eric Denry makes 2 men miss. Still running 1st down moves there. OCSU around 17 yards away from Pater. 11 for 13 on the day. They're going to give it to him again, and he's just like that going backwards there. Bridges on the stop, 2nd and 15. And for East Augusta's sake, the best thing that they could do in order to preserve the victory is to make sure they do not let him get in the end zone. A pretty simple setup here as they got to throw it away under pressure again. 3rd and 15, that pass rush trying to get to that quarterback, but could not quite get to him. You see right there, East Augusta setting up with a 4 lineman set under pressure again. Has to throw it away once again. That defensive tackle coming off the edge right there. You seen that? But it's 4th and 15 here. It's a straightaway kick, and Luca Rodriguez can make it a 4-point game here. And it's going to be no good once again. The kicker is not having his best game, and this is definitely the time where he needs to start knocking them through, helping his team get back into the thick of things. They're going to send a blitz. Doesn't get home, but Moldy Cheese is going to come down with the catch. Not a lot of time to decipher who to throw it to. He just said, screw it. Moldy Cheese is down there somewhere. 2nd and 6. Making a handoff here under pressure, and it's going to be Gus Cerrone with another catch on the left side. 1st and 10 at the 40. And it looked like that defender was trying to close in, but Gus Cerrone was able to pull it down right at the nick of time. Passing it left side. It's going to be incomplete there. I believe that was Witten on that side. Couldn't haul it in. Stocko again. Right side is open. Magic Mahomes falls slowly to the 49-yard line, but could not quite get it in there. Going to set up a 3rd and inch situation. It's going to be the trenches time. Handoff, Rebellion. He's going to get it. 1st and 10. A quick hitter right there to the fullback, the bot fullback. Kind of fooled me there. I wasn't expecting that one, but they're going to stick in that jumbo formation here. And they're going to give it to the big dog in the back, but he's going to get sniped in the backfield. Tomlin Juicer already has a recovery, and he's going to add a tackle for loss to his stat column. 2nd and 10 coming up. Going to give it to him again, and he's not going to get too much else outside of a yard. 3rd and 9, and they're going to need this pass game moving. Going to pass out of right side. Called by Moldy Cheese. Makes the first man miss, and he just does it again. You throw it to him in open space, he will get the job done more often times than not. 8 catches, 179 yards, and he's not even in the 4th quarter. Passing it again. They're going to go deep this time around, and it's going to be overthrows everybody. I thought that was going to be maybe an interception, but it's 2nd and 10 regardless. East Augusta around 10 to 15 yards away from solid field position. Solid blocking, but the defensive lineman gets away from that one. It's going to be 3rd and 8, and East Augusta looking to get down the field a little bit more, give them a chance to get some more points. A bunch formation on the left side. They're going to try to pass again to the left side, and no good. Solid defense there from OCSU. Could not haul in that pass, was that receiver. They're going to have to settle for the field goal here. It's going to be around the 48-ish yarder here for Ricardo, and it's going to be straight enough, but not powerful enough. Probably need another 5 yards or so up the field, and that probably would have been all good to go, but it's going to be no good, and OCSU still has a chance for the tie. Handoff. Eric Denry's going to get around 6. Eric Henry again. He's not getting back to that line of scrimmage that time around. It's going to be Blaze Henderson with the stop. 3rd and 6 coming up. Speaking of 6, that's how many tackles Blaze Henderson got at the current moment. Kakashi looking. Right side's wide open. Frost again. But he's not going to get past those defenders, and he's going to hold on to that football this time around. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Handoff. Eric Denry got good blocking, makes the first man miss, and he's going to get to around the 35-yard line. They're driving slowly but steadily up the field. East Augusta stuck in that mode. They can go as far as they want, but they don't believe in their kicker. Passing the right side. Caught by Storm Nix, the 3rd, a first down gain. We got 11 more minutes in this ball game. We're not done yet. Pitch right side. And Eric Denry sniped again. Guess who? Blaze Henderson looking to try to get 10 on the day. He's around 3 more tackles away from that mark. 2nd and 11 here. Handoff again. Eric Denry's not getting past that line of scrimmage. There goes Fabrizio Versace, I believe is his name. I forgot his first name, but it's going to be 10 more minutes left in this one. OCSU in scoring range, but definitely needs to get a little bit further up the field if they want a chance for a field goal. Once more than that, flag on the play. Hold and take them back. It's going to be 4th down, and they're going to rely on seeing if OCSU can miss another field goal. But OCSU saying that Luka, they're going to give him every opportunity to be great. Got to keep on updating to make sure these things don't happen. And that's going to be another shank to the right this time. And that's going to be no good from 42. It looks like he had the power, but just need to get that accuracy tuned in. You'll be seeing a lot more victories in that side, boss. Hank Falco, left side. Moldy Cheese. He does get the catch, but does not break away like he did the first few times that route happened. 2nd and 4. Looking again is Falco. Passing the left side. There goes Giancarlo. He's going to get the first down. Good job there by the trusty tight end. Coming out that drag route. Moldy to Hank Falco's left. Hank Falco again looking left, and I think that was off the hands of Moldy Cheese. Pass a little rushed as well. Could not give him a chance to turn around and get his hands up, but it's going to be 2nd and 10. 8 minutes, 43 seconds left. Another carry makes the first man miss and falls forward for about 2. Another 3rd and medium to long situation here for East Augusta. Receiver stacked all the way on Hank's left, and he's going to be under pressure, and the pass is going to be off the mark thanks to the hit on the quarterback. We're going to have to send it back to OCSU. It's a similar situation to what happened in the national championship for East Augusta. All it took was one play for them to miss up their chances for the victory. And OCSU has a similar situation here, still has 8 minutes in this ball game. And all they need is a touchdown and an extra point to tie this one up. This game, we've seen these two teams go into overtime before. Eric Denry's going to get to the 40. Down to 2nd and 1. Going to be Kakashi. Send this one right side and deflected by the cornerback. I believe that was the homie Mikey Jackson over there on that side. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Going to send to put pressure on them, and it's going to be incomplete. And another stop there from East Augusta. Don't think that OCSU has the cojones to go for it on this particular drive, because you don't want to give East Augusta any good opportunities to score. Force them to drive down the field if that's what's going to happen. On brand Mold taking that tool around the 34-yard line. And just so you know, On Brand Mold and Moldy Cheese is the same user. As you can see, you can make 2 players in this league, one on offense, one on defense, and you see a defensive player right there getting a sack. That's going to be a Tanmi. That's a bot defensive lineman, so no, not too much fan praise, but I'm sure OCSU's loving it. It's going to be another pass play here left side. Moldy Cheese makes the first man miss, and he almost got free for that first down, but he's going to be stopped short by 3 yards. I think he's closing in on 100 yards total. We're going to send some pressure. Right side is open. Magic Mahomes comes through, and another 15 yards on top of it thanks to the penalty. It's going to be 1st and 10, East Augusta at the 35. Good job there by Magic Mahomes. It's going to be pitched right side. Got some blocking, and Dean Schmidt's going to get to the 30. A solid gain of 5. Looking at the play clock here. The clock for the video, 35 minutes right on time. You love to see it. Pitch again to the right side, but Schmidt's going to get sniped that time. There goes Aiden Montana, hitting that gap right there and showing his muscle. Pitch, and he's going to take the pressure and still get the first down going. That is what the best quarterbacks do. He doesn't care if you're blitzing. He's just going to fire it where he thinks his receiver is going to be. And it looks like that player took advantage, got the play going. Nice blocking on the initial set, but Dean Schmidt is only going to get 1 on the play. The final 4 minutes of this ball game. And this does appear to be in range of Ricardo Queso Jr. The 4th. Another drop there by Moldy Cheese. Got to make sure that you haul those in. 3rd and 9 coming up. Hank Falco looking middle of the field. Moldy Cheese, how do you do? That's what he do. And that's going to be a touchdown for East Augusta Blue Lobsters. Look at that stat line there. 223 yards total for that man. Keeps on going like this, he's going to be well over 2K yards, but he still has to play some of the big hitters in this league. Still got plenty of time. It's going to be Ricardo Queso the 4th here, sending that one away. Looking like they're on pace to get this victory, a 14-point lead at the current moment. I got my ticker on ready just in case it's time to close the deal, but still got plenty of time for OCSU to get a score. Under pressure, finds his man. Storm Nix the 3rd is going to move the chains. At the current moment, OCSU is going to be losing, but still got plenty of time to figure everything out. Kakashi taking this one left side. It's going to be Green. Jukes 1, but not the 2nd. It's going to be 2nd and 9. And every second that comes off the clock, the better it is for East Augusta. OCSU needs to go down the field more. See if they can find Justice Frost on one of those routes there. There goes Storm Nix again. Takes it out of bounds. Gets the first down. Can't be mad at it. It's going to be 2 minutes, 11 seconds left to get into East Augusta territory. Starting in the shotgun here. Kakashi passing left side. Passing it to Storm Nix again. Use the light in this drive. It's going to be down to the 43-yard line. 20 for 39 at the current moment. Kashi sending this one away left side and deflected. It's going to be 3rd and 7 coming up. And this is 4 down territory. OCSU looking for the conversion. Send the blitz, doesn't get home. Tossing it deep in double coverage, not happening. And OCSU trying to get the conversion, at least give them a shot. At the current moment, the defense is wearing on them. East Augusta is playing a very good game plan defensively, keeping it left side and dropped. Unfortunate there for OCSU. It's going to send it back to East Augusta, who has a chance to close this book. They're going to go for the power formation here. They're going to pitch right side, and not enough speed to get around the corner. That's why you got to keep on updating. But O'Reills makes the play, and it's going to be 1 minute 49 seconds as OCSU calls their second timeout. Dean Schmidt makes the first man miss. He's going to move the ball forward. It's going to be 3rd and 6 here. Won't be surprised if they keep the ball on the ground here just so they can try to keep the clock rolling. Yes, they do. Dean Schmidt looking to close the deal, but not quite close enough. East Augusta is just going to take this clock all the way down. Unless OCSU could get a real good play in the coming moments of the game, this could be a victory here for East Augusta, and I'm probably going to lean towards saying that's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and update that here for 2-0, and for OCSU, they're looking to go to 0-2. And we'll check out the final score, make sure those plays are right. But at the current moment, it looks like East Augusta is going to move to a plus 34. A plus 34 point differential. That's definitely going to help their cause to keep them at the top of their conference. And on the other side, they're going to OCSU with the current standings is going to move to a negative 34. So that's how it's looking so far. But OCSU still has the chance to make that adjustment. See if they can get their offense back rolling, try out some different things. Like I always say, nothing wrong with trying out some new strats, some new playbooks. Get something new going. 4th and 10 here. And it's going to be 20 for 45 on the day for Kakashi. Possibly his last pass play of the game. It's going to be another drop, and you can go ahead and close the deal here. I'll go ahead and adjust that here. So it's going to be plus 34 for East Augusta, and it's going to be negative 34. Negative 34 for OCSU. They go to 0 and 2, and it's got one more game left to play. And we'll check the CSFA playoff standings after this game and the next game is over. That'll be adjusted just so I could get that right. But at the current moment, OCSU will have the number 3 seed for the oncoming future until they get a victory in the Big West Conference. And it looks like on the other side, East Augusta has the right away with the 2-0 lead. So as long as they keep on winning, everything's all golden. But final score is going to be 20-6, as you see. East Augusta comes out with another victory. 20 for 33 on the day for Hank Falco. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 299 yards, just a little shy of 300, but a solid game nonetheless. 20 for 46 on the day for Kakashi. 174 yards, 1 TD, no interceptions. Going into the game stats here, let's go ahead and see what they got. Dean Schmidt, 17 for 24, 1.5 yards a carry. Solid defense there by OC State. And it looks like Eric Denry, 18 for 27. Once again, another 1.5 set. Both run defenses were putting on a show. One run for 0 yards there for Dan Green. On the receiving side, Justice Frost, 2 for 23. Sir Lancelot, 4 for 30, 1 touchdown. Storm Nix, a third, 7 for 57, keeping it moving there. Solid averages for all 3 of those guys. Moldy Cheese is just that man on the other side, though. 11 for 223, 3 touchdowns, and 4 drops there, but really doesn't matter when you have stats like that. I think you can afford a few of those. Magic Mahomes, 4 for 20 on the day. Giancarlo Velasquez, 2 for 17. And let's see right here, Dexter Hall with 7 tackles, 1 interception. Let's see, Tomlin Juicer, 3 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. Aiden Montana with 8 on the day. On the other side, Blaze Henderson has 8, 5 tackles for loss. See Tank Falco on the other side, 8 tackles, 4 tackles for loss. So that kind of says everything that you need there. Jalen Ramsey, 2 pass deflections, a forced fumble, and 3 tackles. Brandon Abbott has 2 tackles. Good job from him. Taro had a forced fumble and 1 tackle. Going into the team stats, OC State once again had the play, had the more plays than them, but you can also say that most of those plays came when they were already down, so they were trying to get back into it, just couldn't get it done. 315 total yards to 201 on this side. 4 total turnovers, and it looks like OC State had the advantage in that one, along with the sack. Going into the player stats just to make sure we got everybody all good to go. Got Giancarlo Velasquez ended the day with 2 for 17. Aaron Witten, 1 for 9 on the day. Gus Cerrone, 2 for 30. Magic Mahomes, 4 for 20. And then you see the man right there, 20 yards a catch. A 68-yard bomb as well helped that average. Over 150 yards on the yards after the catch. So that tells you all you need to know. On defense, make sure I got everybody. Mikey Jackson with 3 tackles. And let's see if I have another one on brand mold with 2 tackles. Going a little bit further down. think that's all of the uses there, but we pretty much talked about the other ones. Go ahead and talk about returns here. Almost 6 yards of return in regards to the average here. Kind of hurts that the punter doesn't really punt that far, so not a lot of room to run. Aaron Witten, let's see right here, 11.5 yards average here on the kick return. Only had 2 opportunities. And Queso Quattro, 6 total kicks, hit 2 of them, all extra points, so 2 for 6 total on the day for the field goals and extra points combined. And we'll check those punting stats a little bit later. Going into the OCSU side, it's going to be 20 for 46, 43%. And actually, let me see the percentage for Falco. Yes, 61%. A solid day overall. Once again, 1.5 yards per carry on the average. Fumble twice. Tough day rushing on this team. Going into the receiver side of things, Aomide Odell came through with 2 for 12. Dan Green had 1 catch, but only got 1 yard. Herrick Denry 3 for 47. Sir Lancelot 4 for 30. Storm Nick 7 for 57. Defensively, we already talked about Aiden Montana had a real good day. 1 tackle for loss with 8 tackles. Dexter Hall had the interception with 7 tackles. Let's see, Biff Markham with 3 and a deflected pass. Andrew Green, 3 tackles, 1 deflected pass. Tomlin Juicer, 3 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 1 recovery of the fumble. And it's going to be Nebula Frost with 2 tackles, Tenzo Yamato with 2 tackles. And let's see if there's anyone else, just to make sure. And nope, that's all the users there. Good job. And Tomlin Juicer averaged 6 on the return. Sir Lancelot, 4 for 50, 12. And 12.5 for Sir Lancelot. Good job from him. Kicking wise, they had 5 opportunities and missed every single kick. So that is going to be 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 points that they missed out on in regards to Lucas' side. Unfortunate. Just got to keep on updating, brother, and got to check in the stats after the game is over. So we'll go ahead and wrap up this one here, and we'll go ahead and move to our final game of week number 2 for the CSFA side. It's going to be the homies, them Mile High Football Giants, taking on the Central Houston Polytechnic Bloodhounds, and what should be a real good game right here. Mile High, we're going to set up in Denver this time around, so we'll go ahead and see you then for that game, and I'll go ahead and get you started in just a little bit. We'll see you at 7:30 p.m. EST.